All right, guys, welcome to another 5 minutes with Sean, maybe 10. As you know, we love our sit-downs, and today is a fun LinkedIn first-time human interaction meeting, met online plenty of times. I'm joined by John Resurreccion, California, selling cars like candy bars. First, I have to ask you, how did you get to the name? Right, it's something you've had for a while. How did you get there?
I've been doing it for 15 years, and it just was something catchy as fuck.
That's what it was. It really was.
You know,
it really was, because we'd said it 100 times. You know, you'd say it to sales guys, selling cars like candy bars on a Saturday.
And I'm just gonna keep using it.
Did you have a trademark or anything?
Trademark now. Yeah, I got a trademark. Yeah, once I started to do my own thing, I said I'm a trademark.
Snickers people have any problem with you?
Fuck.
Any issue with that? No.
That's why I got different colorways.
Got it.
Right. If you put the different colorways,
not exactly red.
No, it's an off. It's an off red. It's a magenta.
Right.
And then the blue.
It's more of a cream.
Yeah, it's a cream blue.
Cream, yeah.
And then the white is an off white.
Yeah,
so
good.
we're
So
okay.
you're covered. Okay.
I'm covered
Good.
in all
I was
bases.
worried about them because I see it, with the candy bars.
Nestle hasn't hit me up yet. We're okay.
15 years.
15 years.
In retail.
In retail.
In retail.
Absolutely.
All positions? Where does John start his 15-year experience?
I went from sales floor all the way up to GSM.
GSM.
Yeah. And Ford and Mazda dealership in Santa Barbara, which is probably one of the hardest markets in California.
That's where you ran, was the Ford Mazda point there?
Ford Mazda store, yeah. Where Santa Barbara is known for Maseratis, Mercedes-Benz.
Sure.
Every high-end vehicle you can think of, but we were just crushing them.
Selling Mazdas.
Mazdas and Fords.
How?
Literally changing culture. We changed the culture and how we just basically talk to people. Not only that, we got heavy in social media.
So I hear that a lot,
yeah.
right? I hear a lot about changing culture.
Yeah.
And typically my first reaction is to puke.
Yeah.
Because I think the whole thing is so overused.
Right.
I think so many people are like, just change your culture, everything's going to be fine.
Right.
Changing your culture is a monumental task.
Absolutely.
One that cannot be taken lightly, but I feel like the way people talk about it, they make it sound like, so just this plus that, and there's your culture, you're all fixed.
Right.
What did you have to go through to really change culture? So when you say that, what did you have to execute?
In Santa Barbara, every salesman there, before we got there, was country club. You had the three guys that had their chairs outside with their legs crossed, waiting for the next up.
Smoking
cigarettes, going to the back, probably drinking some whiskey. They really were like, oh my God, it's a Sunday. I should be at home drinking and watching the game. And so what we really did was we literally took every chair away. We literally got these people involved with getting in front of cameras, literally making these people really changing how they view Santa Barbara consumers. They thought Santa Barbara consumers just come in and write a check. They didn't understand that you still have to work. You still have to grind them. You still have to give them the show. And I think that's what really happened in Santa Barbara, which is one of those really difficult markets, is because everyone just thought it's an open checkbook.
Right.
And it's not an open checkbook.
Well, that's the same thing for dealerships, right? Just because you have a dealership doesn't mean that they just have this endless flow of cash. It's not how it works.
No.
Maybe these people are buying their kids' cars, right? I mean, there's a lot of other things that were going on. So, difficult market, culture change. How did the top guys, the country clubs, how did that go? Initially, I'm sure it was uncomfortable, but did they stick around?
Extremely uncomfortable.
Okay.
The guys that were at the top, and I have a couple of people here that can contest, they stayed around because they saw that the change of the traffic started to happen. They weren't just waiting anymore. The phones kept ringing. The instant emails of the leads started coming in more. People started clicking on the website a lot more. So we started not just to change, the social media, but the digital, the websites. How are we interacting? Are we doing the right, the call to actions to get these people in here? We started to get away from your traditional flyers. These things that people, I can't believe.
You mean mailers?
No, my gosh. People still have them. And
my wife, every time it comes in, she wants to go. She wants to go to the dealership and see if it starts the Mustang. I'm like, it is not going to start the Mustang.
No.
She's like, I know, but I want to go.
Right.
And I want to do it. And I'm like, I'm not wasting my day.
She wants the free oil change maybe later on. I don't know what it is. But it's just one of those.
But there's still a response to mail, John. You can't, even in the age of social and all these things, there's still a tangible response to mail.
There is.
I don't advocate people do it, but
right. But it shouldn't be something that is
It shouldn't be a main part of your diet, dude.
It shouldn't be on the top of the list.
No, it should be a quick steroid you need to get ready for the show.
Absolutely.
It shouldn't be what you do every month at all.
No,
so changing culture within that part of it, so how we talk to our customers, what we do, did that culture also have to change internally, how we spoke to each other, how our managers engaged? That's all part of it as well?
We got rid of a lot of cancer. Okay. And even if it was some of the top guys, because they brought in this negative attitude that that's just another tire kicker. Even though he was selling 20 cars, that same guy that we were bringing in some new people, we were like, we don't want that guy basically corrupting the new guy that we're trying to teach the right way, how to do business.
Sure.
So we had to let some of these veterans go and let them go to the other stores.
It's part of the game.
And that's what ends up happening. These people are saying, well, wait a minute, but that guy sells 20, 25 cars. Why are we getting rid of him?
Gotta go.
Gotta go. Because this guy that's coming in, he's gonna subsidize that 20, 25 cars.
Even if I gotta have two guys subsidize it, as long as they have better attitudes, what does it matter? And not to mention from an operator standpoint, I'm probably saving money.
Absolutely.
By having two guys do the job of one fat cat who's been sitting around doing nothing for
smoking cigarettes,
his 25 deals.
Absolutely.
Right? When he should be working his database, not even have to take fresh ups because he's been in my dealership as long as he has.
Absolutely.
Right?
He shouldn't be taking any ups.
I said it to people all the time. If you've been with me for 2 years, you're still taking ups, I'm gonna fire you. You don't need to do that.
Yeah.
You don't need to do it. Dude, when I got to the dealership in Colorado, one of the first things I did was every car I sold, I gave out a $100 referral card with my face on it. It was a $100 bill with my face on it.
Yeah.
Send me your friends. I'll give you $100. So at the delivery of every car, we get done. John, thanks a lot, buddy. Congratulations on your new car. Let me know how you plan to spend the $500 left in your glove box. Take 2 steps the other way.
Yeah.
Wouldn't make it but 1 step. Somebody go, you did what? They'd go racing over that glove box. They'd bust it open, and there'd be business cards, $100. Right? They go, well, wait, I thought you said let me $500. I did. Every customer you send me, we'll give you that $100.
That's pretty strong.
By within probably 4 to 5 weeks on Saturdays, half the floor was working for me. People were coming in. Where's this guy? He's already got 2 customers. You'll have to take it. Split with me, split with me, split with me.
Yeah.
Doing 6, 7 cars, only having to sell 2. While everyone else worked on my behalf.
Yep.
Because it was about referrals. It was about business, about treating people right.
Right.
So that's what, one of the speaking engagements that I do is about that idea. Stop selling. You don't need to sell cars anymore, bro.
You don't.
They have all of the information, right? Everything they need is
on the
right
phone.
there.
Absolutely.
They know more than you do.
Absolutely.
So the second you admit it, the better off you'll be.
Absolutely.
That's why I follow guys like you.
Yeah.
Because I know you know more about social media than I do.
Right.
I don't know shit about social media.
But you're strong on
It's only because I'm loud and obnoxious and I fit. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's why he told
extremely raw.
That's why he told me to do it, right? My business partner said, dude, the only reason I want you to do this is because your personality fits it.
Right.
Full disclosure, I've never in my life listened to or watched a podcast.
Never.
Never. I've never read a book.
I've never read a book either.
Never cover to cover, no reason. I never have.
And I was an English major in college when I was going to college.
I didn't go to college. Okay? I got run out of high school in car business.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, it's, making 6 figures at 18 years old is a little tough to go go to college to make money. I already make money, so now what, So that was where that life had to go. But so for you, you do this, you go through, you build up these stores, you have Ford, you have Mazda. You decide after a certain amount of time, it sounds like in the last year or so, to kind of take the John brand and just sort of do it.
Do it on my own.
How did you decide to do it on your own? I know Mama's going to play into this decision one way or another.
Yes.
And what has it been like for you since?
Work-life balance is the reason why I did it.
Okay.
Car game, we know that you don't have a weekend.
Yeah, you'll work Sundays though, right? In California? Yeah, it's a real thing. Yeah, it's a real thing.
It's a real thing in California.
We don't do that in the
no,
Midwest.
I know.
And
I think so. I
think
think Michigan doesn't.
Midwest, man. We don't. Yeah, most of us do not.
In California,
Colorado does not.
They love Sundays and
they work on Easter.
They do.
This is another day.
It's just like 7-Eleven, right? Anyone have been to 7-Eleven, right? They just never close.
Never.
The only times they close is on Christmas.
Yeah, and they're all at half day.
And half day on Thanksgiving.
It's like Walmart, right?
Yes,
Walmart's
it is.
like, look, sorry.
Yeah. Let's maybe open till 12 and then
open again at 7. Like, you guys can go home. We gotta come back. We're closed Walmart, but you gotta come back, right?
No, absolutely.
So work-life balance, which again,
absolutely,
you see this again. It's a term that I think people dream it up.
Yeah.
Right? People are like, oh my God, the work-life balance.
Yeah.
I don't really have work-life balance because I don't need it.
Right.
I live my life,
right,
and it coincides with my business.
Right.
I run it with my wife.
Right.
Best friend of 25 years.
Yep.
I don't have to think about being in business.
Right.
I'm just in it.
Right.
How did you decide to make the jump?
Well, that's a fucking good one. I was tired of being told when I had to come and when I didn't have to come.
Because being at work doesn't mean getting work done. Huh?
Correct.
Yeah, Pop's always taught
Correct.
me, dude, work smarter, not harder.
Correct.
Right? And so when I do that,
Right.
I never understood why I had to be at the dealership
All the time.
all day. If I was the director of internet operations for 10 stores and I had to be at each store anyways, why would I just sit in a master office surrounded by technology,
Right.
hammering on reports, beating up vendors?
Yeah.
So fast forward 10 years and that's my life.
Right.
Is exactly what I wanted to do for a group that, funny enough, just hired me to do it for them after all these years.
Yeah.
So you have that. So you did you have a dealership that you were working with? Like we all kind of have our white whale that allows us to go out on our own. Like how did you decide to?
I actually had a dealership. It was Team Nissan that called me up.
There we go.
And they literally said, you know what? We just
In
can't.
LA?
It's Oxnard, Camarillo, which is probably 30 minutes, 45 minutes from LA.
Okay, I got my training with Nissan North America in LA.
Right.
From an LA rep. And I feel
Right.
like I was there and then one big one in like downtown, not even downtown.
Downtown LA?
What's the records? There it is.
Universal.
And these people were just like, I don't know, dude, we're going to sell 400 cars by default, so like, we don't know where our cars are, we don't know where things
We
are.
really
I
don't.
was just like,
Yeah.
how's this possible?
Yeah.
It goes back to number of people in a square mile deal.
Exactly.
Okay? That's what this is about.
It's heavily populated. It's almost like
Fish in
how
a barrel.
how can you not win with that many people in your city?
And then you have that many cars to appeal to that many.
And what drives me nuts is like, okay, this is the model of how we should sell cars. How? I mean, you take that store and that model out of that area.
It's nothing.
It would do nothing.
It's nothing. That was my point about the New York thing.
Yeah.
I get it, dude. 24-hour service, high five.
Yeah.
Most people don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Most people aren't going to do business that way.
Absolutely.
So I can't build dealerships on the 1%
Right.
of dealership operators.
Absolutely.
I have to find a way to build it on the other 99.
Yes.
And that goal is hard because there's some real shit in there.
Absolutely.
Right? You know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So a dealer says to you, Team Nissan says to you,
Let's
John,
do it. Yeah. I need you to build. Here's what they needed. Believe it or not, this is a Nissan dealership selling 300 cars.
Okay.
No internet department. Has no fucking clue with digital. Nothing. Nothing social media. 300.
Market era.
Yeah.
Market.
Right.
With a brand that was probably strong.
It's strong.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Your guys with Nissan points are like, you sure
Right.
can't give this back anymore.
Yeah. and what's funny is that when they says, but we need to build an internet department. We've tried it. We've never won.
Okay.
We've never won.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I don't know. You try to build an internet department.
Right.
You mean you try to give leads to your salespeople? Like I don't.
So-
We're trying to build a BDC. What
They were trying to
do?
build a BDC. Well, everyone else when we go to these 2020 says we need a BDC. We need it.
Oh, the 20 groups. Yeah, those are.
Oh, yeah, this is the best, right? These are good jack sessions all day
Right,
long,
yeah.
right? But what ends up happening?
They weren't that way, just so you know.
No, they weren't.
In their
They were
inception,
not.
when I started going to them in 99, 2000 with my owner,
It was real value.
It was legit.
Real
like
value.
You worked 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
You went out to a fancy dinner, and that was it.
Right.
Now it's like golf.
Right.
2-hour meeting, golf. Anyways, now
Yeah.
we're talking about.
So I go there.
Yes.
Help us build it. How do we do it?
Okay.
That's what I did.
So
I went in there.
you built Team Nissan.
I built Team Nissan.
Multiple locations?
It's one solid dealership
Okay.
right there, right?
Gotcha.
And so with that one, I use that as my only thing I told these guys was, you have to let me do it the way I fucking want to do it. Don't direct me. Don't tell me how you're gonna do it. I'm gonna tell
If
you.
you're hiring me to do it,
If you're
you're
hiring me to do it, leave me alone.
It's fair ask, dude.
Fair ask.
Fair ask.
We went, and these two can contest.
Right, by the way,
Yeah.
when he says that, right, these two, now I figured out
Yeah.
how you're always on camera,
Yeah. No.
but you're always doing shit.
I'm always
Like,
Yeah.
people have always taken pictures of me from a distance.
right.
And I'm like, who is this guy who he's got people walking around taking pictures of
No,
him?
these two are
Turns
just.
out-
These two are recent.
Turns out.
Two recent.
Recent, like in the
recruits.
last 2 weeks?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
okay. Because in the last 2 weeks, I got a lot more John pictures. Kind of,
Yeah.
the old thinkers and the fucking side shots. Where before it was like John, he's like, I got my
Yeah.
phone. Now he just thinks back and people taking pictures of his
I've
shit.
been putting in some fucking work.
Okay,
man.
yeah, man. You hired people,
When
man.
you get to this level, you need to hire these people.
Yeah, man,
because-
look.
Hey.
Don't talk to me, dude. I roll in here with a broke-ass cell phone camera. You know what I mean? Quick $100 mic I paid for, a couple
Right.
years back. That's it.
What ended up happening,
Yeah.
they went from 20, 25 cars, and we ended up getting to 50, 60, 70 cars.
Okay.
And we're just doing it the right way. Meaning, okay, what is right way? right? What is the right way? Process. Quantify. Process.
Okay.
It goes
Processing
down.
people.
Process and fucking people.
Now, were they asking you to look at the people and say, hey, are these people good for the job?
Here's what I did. I says, I'm going to hire for you. I brought in...
Did you fire, though?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
As part of your gig?
Absolutely.
One of the Bobs, huh?
Yeah. It says, okay, you can control it. Assess, I assess. Get rid of him, because all he does is sit there and just cherry picks the shit out of it.
Wow.
I don't understand how someone can handle 200 to 300 leads and say, I want more. Get the fuck out of here.
You guys, I just hung up with a girl who thinks that she's got everything figured out. She's dealing with 450. She's like, I think I just need more leads. I'm like, girl,
oh my God.
You need more people and less leads.
Absolutely.
That's what you need in your life.
So what I did is I ended up
200 to 300 leads. That's straight cherry. It's straight cherry picking. It's like 1, 2, 1, 2.
And that's the
low
same.
hanging
That's
fruit.
the same guy that they're saying this is our superstar. He sells his 20 cars. No shit, he sells 20 cars because he has 400 leads.
Yeah.
Who can't sell 20? And if he's not selling 20
That's
cars,
actually a plus 5% closer.
Yeah,
that's
he
poor.
should be
that's
the one
poor.
that you should be firing.
Yeah, he's poor.
So what
He's actually cost me more than he's made.
Absolutely.
Because he probably selling a bunch of minis anyways.
Absolutely.
Right.
And so what I did was I looked at all the lead providers that they were doing. They were burning money.
Sure.
So I took that money out and I said, let's go get real people. And we ended up getting real solid people.
So let me get this straight. You took ad money out to fund employees.
Absolutely.
That's what you did.
I did. Yeah.
That's next level.
Yeah.
That's progressive.
Yeah, let's get, and these people that will fucking get it. Like, understand that this is everything.
Yeah, it is.
It's everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you were just talking.
It's going to lead to my divorce, but it's
I mean, you literally just hit it on the money with Allison Davis. Right?
Yeah, Allison Melissa Davis. Yes.
There's a fucking reason why she's selling 25 cars and not having to go to the dealership.
She's a star.
She's all over it.
She's a star.
Right?
She posts every happy customer one day of a picture with them in her car, right? And if they don't want to do a picture, she puts up, they were shy.
Absolutely.
There's a picture of the car. They have to hold a sign that says who they bought their car from.
Absolutely.
It's not the dealership they bought it from.
Absolutely.
Most people don't even know where she works.
No.
She works for one of the biggest dealerships in the goddamn southern area.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. She's her own brand.
There it is. And that's where,
But that's what you want people to do, right? That's
Absolutely.
that's your bit.
That's my
The
bit.
John
Brand
bit is
within the
everyone's
brand. Brand within the fucking brand.
So I have the brand.
Your brand.
But the brand is
Let-
the insides, right?
Absolutely.
So it's what's inside that
in here.
matters. Okay.
Because here's the reality, right?
Yeah.
No one's going out to buy Nissan, the dealership. No one's buying them,
No, especially
right? Yeah. Or no one's buying Toyota, right?
Yeah.
People are. It's people.
It's people.
It's always going to be about people. So when people say that Amazon and all these people are going to come in and try to take over the auto industry, it's fucking bullshit.
Total garbage.
It's not going to happen.
Total
Why?
fear mongering.
Because people are people.
Correct.
But I think what ends up happening is the people that are inside these buildings don't understand that they have more power than the fucking guy that writes the fucking check.
And that we were just talking about this. That somewhere over the last probably we venture to guess 3 to 4 years, dealers have lost their ability to be the voice of reason as it relates to vendors.
Yeah.
They are now being rolled over because there are just so many vendors that come through the door that want something from you.
Absolutely.
Do you proactively go sell your brand, or is your brand and business based on referrals of people who've done business with you and social?
Referrals and
So you don't cold call.
No.
John doesn't knock on doors and can I get a meeting with you? Can we do a call?
No.
No Salesforce.
No Salesforce.
Instead, it's the videographer group.
That's it.
And that to you for your brand, that's going to make bigger inroads than hiring a sales guy.
Correct. That's it.
Because that's
I'm okay.
important to you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay.
We don't
with
have no sales guy.
No.
It's only 3 of us.
Right. That's it.
As a matter of fact, the second we stop selling or even worried about selling is when things just broke open.
Absolutely.
You don't have to think about it.
No.
You don't sell anything.
And that's what ends up happening. I mean, here's what I've been trying to tell people, that there's a lot of people in our business right now that get in the car game and they all want this work-life balance.
Sure. Don't get in the car game.
Right. Don't get in the car game.
If that's really a thing of yours, don't get in the car
Right.
game.
And what I keep telling you, if that's what your issue is right now, then you might as well start picking up this phone and start building some extreme content and branding yourself.
Because one of the things you got at a dealership is time, in most cases.
Absolutely.
Even the top guys. What do we talk about the top guy? Sells 30 cars?
So, third cars. Yeah.
That's car day.
Yeah.
What do we do with the other 8 hours?
Exactly. Exactly. Because I can tell you what, I can shoot a piece of content, right? Which, Instagram gives me 1 minute, but if I'm going LinkedIn, I probably go 3 to 4 to 5 minutes max, right?
Sure.
After that,
I take your word for it.
Right? So maybe after, your content's no longer than 5 minutes.
Well,
usually,
it's
right?
5 minutes.
Sometime
Maybe 10.
Maybe 10.
I think we're over 10 on this one.
But let's
today.
take 10 minutes, right?
But
after that 10 minutes, realistically, you can go on your devices that already give you editing tools, which cost you nothing.
Right.
Right? And you can, if you really wanted to make it fancy, put some music in there.
Sure.
Right? But really, you can spend 30 minutes max, hit send, and there's your content for the day. And you just brand.
But you can see, the thing about it is too that we talk about content.
Yes.
But I think what people also need to realize in a dealership space is that the power of video communication with clients isn't about content.
No.
It's about connection.
Absolutely.
It's about doing something no one else
Absolutely.
is going to do.
Absolutely.
Right? So like when my people back in the day, my people would be like, Sean, why do you want me to ask these people if they have a Skype camera? Well, because if we can Skype camera, we should do that.
Absolutely.
This was 2008.
Yeah.
People were like, no, we don't. We shouldn't do that. Webcams are becoming a thing. There were ways to do it that we should do it.
Yeah.
So I think for what people get, look, as cool as these things are, they're the bane of our existence.
Yeah.
You've had arguments in
Oh,
your
of course.
house
Absolutely.
about this technology.
Absolutely.
You argue with your people about them being here or not being here, being in their phones. How is it that? Why do dealers think that if it's because it's a phone, people are always wasting time on it? You know what I mean? How come dealers don't view that as content time, as real value? They view it as jack-off time.
Want to be real?
John, why'd I have you?
It's because those same fucking people are not on their phone. They don't understand this shit.
They don't get it.
They don't get it.
Fair enough.
They just don't
Fair
fucking get
enough.
it. And here's the reality, right?
And I don't get brain surgery, but I know it works.
And it's the same people that are running the store that get their 18-year-old daughter, can you help me?
Right.
Really?
Right. And now she's in the dealership. Right. John, you run into a few of those? Maybe not. Maybe.
Let's just call an ugly baby an ugly baby. But
People
that's
have a
the
problem with that, dude. People
Yeah.
have a problem doing that.
Yeah.
Calling things ugly.
And
admitting to it.
then when they do have their 18-year-old daughter do it, this social media thing doesn't work. No shit, because she doesn't know what fucking to do.
So
she doesn't know what to do.
No, again, just because it's social media doesn't mean it's automotive social media.
Correct.
There is differences. I'm not asking there to be huge differences, but there are.
Right.
The amount of content. So let's wrap it up on this.
Yeah.
You're a year in.
Yeah.
You're obviously glad you did it.
Oh gosh, it's the most liberating thing.
What's been one super low point?
Super low point.
Because it can't all be candy bars
No.
and sugar gumdrops.
Almost got a divorce.
Okay.
I was literally hanging on a thread with bills stacking, completely stacking and stacking.
After you made the choice.
After I made the choice,
I assume you made the choice with mama. This isn't
Correct.
something you brought home and you're like, look, kids, you're gonna deal.
Right.
I'm doing this.
Right.
No.
And it's always going to be. It's because that's the partner, right? That's always going to be the partner. Your
wouldn't
wife
be
is
here.
your partner.
Yeah,
It's your partner.
Yeah.
And it's funny that you tell me you're paying yourself $850. I mean, that's crazy. But nevertheless, I mean,
Last time I made that much, I was a junior in high school.
Yeah. But putting this together, it was literally the verge of a divorce, and it's because of the time and effort of picking up this phone and just hoping shit was gonna happen. But I knew if I was disciplined enough to do it, something is gonna pop, right? But that was the low point. I was making, I was working with one dealership at the time, and I was like, okay, I feel like I have the hottest shit since sliced bread. I can get multiple dealerships, but dealerships didn't like the guy that was coming in and trying to educate them on this. They're like, why are we gonna pay you to do this? And it became harder and fucking harder, and everyone was saying, no, we'll just get Jose and he can do it because he's really good on social media. And that's what ended up happening. And then it just fucking popped. But that was the scariest shit ever.
That's real, bro.
That's fucking.
That's real. So all right, so
scary.
we talk about the low. What's
Yeah.
what's the high point?
High point.
Not getting divorced.
Not getting divorced, yeah. But the high point is this. It's not. Here's what I understand is that, with as versatile as I feel that I am in the auto industry, the other outside of the world is actually seeing the value. And so I've been doing a lot of this exposure truth, and that's more of my outside business of everything else out of the auto industry. And the doors keep knocking now, and it's almost to the point where I need two people
Well, clearly you need. Clearly it's not that it's almost there.
I need them. I might need a third.
They're here.
I might need a
you
third.
Need a third?
No, I don't need a fucking. No.
Yeah.
No. I want to keep as much as I can within the.
You got to keep it in the four walls, baby.
I do.
Yeah,
but never. I mean, the high. But here's the ultimate high for me, is that I can wake up and call my own shots, write my own check.
There's nothing better.
No.
There's nothing better.
It's
why I do what I do every day. We joke about it, man. Is just hoping this run doesn't end.
Absolutely.
If it did, it'd probably be real miserable to go think about working for somebody else.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I've been working on my transition plan outside of the car business for a long time.
Yeah.
And if anyone follows me on LinkedIn, you can kind of guess what the other aspect of business that I look at if it's not cars.
Right.
And it's important to me to kind of be in the background and advocate for other businesses. But for the car business, my goal is to leave this business better than I found it.
Absolutely.
And I think that's guys like you, guys like me. There's a lot of other people out there. Herb, Eric, guys we're going out to dinner with here later on. Yeah. A lot of people that I think are doing that.
Yeah.
So stick with it, man. I think you've done a hell of a job.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you coming on the show.
Yeah, no,
I really do. All right?
The realest cat in the fucking game.
None of this is true. We're just here doing it, guys. As always, don't forget you can find me on LinkedIn. You can find John. He's on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
YouTube.
Right, John? It's all there. YouTube. He's got his own station. I do not subscribe to any stations but John's. Only one that I have. So you can find me. Don't forget the text and phone line 262-278-0157. That will call directly to my phone. It is not a receptionist. That is my phone. If you had any questions for John, let me know. I'll get it over to him. Otherwise, thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you again next time.
Appreciate it.